no shit. You're involved in this story. Hopefully you tell it right this time. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, obviously like just, it's me and Steve and like five girls in a hotel room. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I always told Kyle, I'm like, we got to just hit, like we always had to be on it. That's what I was deadly with. Like I was always like, we got to be like, Antonio Brown rips his shirt off. I'm like, we got to get him. And you know what we do? I mean, everybody wanted that story. Tom Brady, everybody wanted to know that. I said, Kyle, I'm going to introduce you to Sports Center. I'm going to introduce you to Sports Center. You ever been to Sports Center? Nelk Boy YouTubers? I'm going to get you on Sports Center. Yeah. What did I do?
Like
we got Antonio Brown. He's like, bro.
You got on Sports Center too, buddy.
Yeah. What you mean?
That was big for you as well.
Sports Center multiple times. You know who you're talking to?
Yeah. Okay, go on with your story.
I want to hear the story.
Then that's it. So I called Antonio, and Antonio ripped his shirt off, and I said, I called him 50 times. I didn't stop. Like you, I called you that night. I was fucking Antonio. And he was the most unreliable guy, but actually pulled through for me as a man. But during that moment, regardless of his name, that was the biggest moment in sports at that time. And I went to fucking war, and I was like, I'm gonna get him.
That was a big one.
We got him, and we got him before ESPN. We got him from fucking Barstool. Before everybody wanted him. You know what I did? Actually, that was the only guest we paid.
No one's denying that.
Wait, but Bob,
I know, but it's not that I was denying it, but I want.
No one's
but as you
denying
guys
that.
tell me and bash me, I have to
How'd
be like,
you make that happen? How'd you make that happen?
But we're not denying that.
It's what you're supposed to fucking do
exactly.
when you're part of the fucking...
That's incorrect.
No, that's true. How's that not correct?
That's incorrect. I believe you should always be... Wait.
Are you listening to this?
I'm listening.
Listen closely.
Wait.
I can't wait to hear
What that requires, which I did on a consistent basis, what that requires to get that shit done, is it hard to do, bro?
Yeah.
Like
so
it's
how
fucking
much
hard
did you,
to.
what number would you have been happy with?
Every fucking week, Dana.
Wait.
Everything you do in this business.
But that's good.
But I want to know
what I didn't like, Dana. What I didn't like.
This business.
What I didn't like is my brother looked me in the eye and said, "Hey, give me your hand." He said, "You're a part of Happy Dad. Yeah. You have a piece of this."
You got an offer.
Well, why the fuck am I not an equity partner in Happy Dad?
Because you got an offer.
It doesn't matter if I got
You were drunk in Nashville and you told me and Sammy,
brother,
you're like, I don't want Happy Dad. No, I got another seltzer offer, and I'm going to bring it on the pod.
Kyle, I listen, it's fine.
You know that what happened to the
I think you guys have done a great job. It's all good. You're killing it.
The point you're missing is that...
Yeah, go ahead, Steiny.
That is the fact that you know it, Bob.
Hold on. The point that...
You know that.
It doesn't matter.
You already admitted it before the pod.
It doesn't matter anymore. That's a good thing.
You got an offer from another seltzer, and it was a cash deal. You took the cash, told them it would be on the Full Send podcast, then came to us and said, I want to bring another seltzer on the pod. We said, are you fucking crazy?
Told them we're going to bring the... Were they ever brought on this Full Send podcast?
No, because we said no.
That's why you
went all in and said, I want a new deal in 24 hours. I'm not showing up.
I'm talking about that is Minery 101 there, too.
I can't win a fucking thing.
That's exactly what happened.
Let's go to
what you did to Steve. You did that to Steve 2 fucking weeks ago.
Oh, want to talk about Steve?
Wait, before we do that.
Let's fucking pause.
No.
You let fucking me and Zappy go at 101. Oh, man, you know what's funny is...
Let's talk about Steve.
You go in that big, beautiful Red Rock room. High limits.
Yep.
You got fucking Batman who always comes in to save him, right?
Okay.
You know, over time, you snuck him like 60 grand here, 30 grand, 90 grand, saved them.
He saved us, too.
I got the #1 spot in that fucking room right now.
Yep.
I bailed him out for $2.5 million.
2.5?
With options included.
I thought it was $1 million. Yeah.
With options included. So I have the throne in that high-limit blackjack room, my friend.
So $1 million. They put up $1 million in cash, right?
So we haven't signed that thing with them, right, John? Okay.
You got 10% though. You just said.
So no, I didn't.
You just said 2.5.
You just said you got 10%.
So don't matter until they fucking cash.
I don't want to discuss Steve's deal. I'm joking. We want to discuss Steve's deal. But at the end of the day, I told Steve, because again, I have a tendency to take an Adderall sometimes and think I have superpowers. So I took it and I was like, Steve, I just saw you lost $1 million. You know, it was like, damn, I can't let my brother go down like that. This is the kind of guy I am, unlike you, you rat. I fucking go, Steve, I want to get him. I go, Steve, I got you $1 million. Give me 24 hours. I was like, gunk. Everybody went to bed. Everybody went to sleep. Menery was pacing around the high-limit room, cranking on calls. You know what I did? I brought him in a briefcase of $1 million and a silver platter. So I will say this. What do you got to say now?
That's dope.
Oh, I got it.
That's dope.
Wait, Dana, go ahead.
So, first of all, let's start here.
Oh, boy.
Steve was in a bad place.
And we got him out of it.
No, Steve needed to go home. What Steve needed to do was go home. Steve was in there for 48 hours.
Yes.
Caught up in this and wouldn't leave.
Right.
Steve's parents were trying to intervene and get him home.
By the way,
there, running around.
Oh, I'm in here. Here's $1 million, everyone. Here, like Santa Claus.
But you're offering deals without knowing what all of his deals already are.
I knew what his deals were. I know all the things going on.
Oh, yeah, you're dialed in on all the different businesses that he has going on.
Let me ask this, Dana. Was I aware
So I'm in there trying to get Steve to go home and telling him, Steve, we live here. We live in there. You don't live in Miami now. You live in Vegas. This place ain't going away.
I agree.
It's going to be here.
I agree.
Go home, work out, do the superhuman protocol, go take some time off and we'll do whatever. You're in there trying to get him to play more. Stream.
No, I do think the stream is. I think that you guys do. By the way, real quickly, I think the greatest show on.
Wait a minute. No, you just rattled off a bunch of bullshit. Now answer me. You're in there pushing him to stream and gamble more.
I am so sorry that I brought somebody $1 million.
That's not the point.
Right.
Hold on.
The point is, we're trying to help him. We're not looking at him as. We're not looking at the money. Mm-hmm. We're looking at the human, Steve.
Friendship.
And Steve is one of the greatest kids in the world, but Steve goes off the rails sometimes. I agree. Okay? And everybody who surrounds him's job is to get Steve back on the rails. And now, you're off the rails 24/7, okay?
That is correct.
But off a rail Steve is a bad combo, okay?
Correct, but it's funny because when we're both off the rails, for some reason we kind of work together and it makes sense. And that's what it is. And I am the first guy to be like, Steve,
Steve, let's keep going. No, Steve, get that stream going. That's you. That's who you are.
No, I just felt like Steven Spielberg back there producing the greatest, even though I really wasn't
involved.
It sounds
like it's the great producing the greatest train wreck ever.
Whatever you want to call it.
Until it gets to a point where it hurts Steve.
No, because I'm never telling him to push more money to bet. What I was always trying to do is, first of all, I lost $1 million. Oh, here's $1 million.
No, but it sounds like you got him that out of guilt of being there. And
I got that out because he's my boy, and that's it, Stein. Something you would never do.
If he's your boy, then you want Steve to leave the casino, not stay and keep streaming.
Oh, we didn't have him stay. He was like done.
So what happens?
I walked away.
What happens is when you get into that zone where you're gambling like he was fucking gambling, you have to get him out of there, and you have to go do other things and you have to get your life back on track.
And I'm not that guy. I'm always letting you know.
Oh yeah, you're the guy getting people back on track. Yeah.
The only thing I love about that, I do think the stream is the most unbelievable entertainment I've ever seen, and I think everybody can say it. I think you guys.
I don't disagree with you.
I think it's a great thing. So I always was like, can I keep the lights on?
Steve was in a bad place. Steve needed to leave that casino, and you were trying to make him stay and keep streaming.
Got it. Steve was in a bad place. I got him $2.5 million.
That's not about
the money.
But we didn't push him any further to bet. I get it.
He's saying it's about friendship and getting him out of the casino.
Why did I spend 8 hours with Steve trying to say, hey, Steve, why don't we get people to come in here?
So you can ask Steve this yourself. Yeah. So when I play Batman and I roll in 30, 60, 90.
You are Batman.
Why do you think I'm coming in with the 30, 60, 90? So he can keep playing? No, I come in with the 30, 60, 90 so he will go home. I want him to go home. That's why I come.
You know what I don't get?
I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
This shelf of being a bad
influence. I come in at 2, 3, 4 in the morning to do this stuff for Steve so that Steve will go home.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, Steve's going to stay there for 48, 72 hours, whatever it is, and keep going. Yeah. And Steve's drinking. Steve's chain smoking cigarettes. He's dipping that crazy shit he's throwing in. Steve's off the rails. I want Steve back on the rails.
Yeah.
That's why I go in and do that stuff, because he's my friend and I care about him and I want him to leave.
Well, I apparently don't.
I'm not saying that you don't. But
I love Steve like a brother.
But you don't do it the right way. Yeah. And you can't come in and do $1 million deal for Steve when you don't know what the rest of Steve's deals are. And you don't know what the rest of Steve's. You don't know who Steve is obligated to in these different spaces.
No, I did. That's why I cleared.
And now Steve has to deliver for this $1 million guy.
Great fucking deal. And I can get him out of it. It's all good. I can get him out of it. No big deal. Talk to Agent Minnery. Jerry Maguire. I got you.
And I'm not saying, I told you that night, wow, that's fucking amazing that you did $1 million. But you don't know what the rest of his deals are. And
you know what my commission was?
Zero. Yeah. But Steve will never hear the.
You said you got 100K.
No.
You said they gave you 100K.
No, Steve will never hear the end of this for the rest of his life.
Steve knows. Steve will tell you if he was here.
He does know.
He was
right here.
He can't
He's literally
talk,
right there.
If he was here.
He's right there, actually.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that whole YouTube shit going on and everything. You guys allowed to have
Okay, but wait. I think it's important to go back to how we got Antonio Brown, right? Since he left, we've had Elon Musk, Trump twice. Who else?
But you have to give him credit.
At the point in time, don't you think that's part of his job?
At the point in time, it's 100% part of his job.
So when
when he did do it, it's a fucking great thing. But that's what you're supposed to fucking do.
Right.
You're a part of the team. You're in the podcast.
I wish
you know what you don't do? Pat yourself on the back.
But it's very hard.
That guy,
but it's very hard. I'll say it once.
That's when you start talking like that. That's when shit goes off the fucking rails.
Listen. I don't ever really.
So my point. Wait, Bob. My point being is when he says that, and the other guys get Elon Musk, fucking Snoop Dogg, OJ. They're not saying, hey,
OJ.
Hey, you owe me this, whatever.
OJ.
100%. But that's your part. That's part of your job when you're a part of a team and you're a part of building something and you're a part of a business. When you're a part of a team, you never start patting yourself on the back and going, hey, everybody, I did this and fucking I did that.
No, you don't. I agree. I agree with you there.
I just want to know how much.
Stop. Hold on. You don't, but you do start doing it out of rare desperation where you have to, when people run your name through the mud, when actually you didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything. I did my job perfectly well with that.